You can attract love effortlessly. That's what Heart Harmonics promises. A 40,000-year-old magnetic heart secret wrapped in soothing 528 Hz frequencies, claiming it can open your heart chakra and bring love back into your life without therapy, without trying hard, just by listening. But does it really work? There's a growing number of people turning to sound frequencies to heal emotional wounds and manifest better relationships, and it's easy to understand why. We live in a fast-paced world, full of emotional burnout, social isolation, and heartbreaks that don't get a proper ending. A solution that only requires you to hit play sounds almost too good to be true. Heart Harmonics shows up exactly at this emotional crossroads, promising to fill that void. It doesn't offer pills or coaching. Instead, it gives you frequencies, specifically 528 Hz, often called the love frequency, designed to tune your heart back into harmony. But before you spend your money on another digital promise, let's take a closer look. The first thing you notice when you land on their sales page is the emotional tone. Big words like magnetic heart energy, ancient vibration, and effortless attraction are all over it. They say the secret was discovered over 40,000 years ago, and that it holds the key to unlocking deep emotional healing and attracting love. Now, whether you believe in that part or not, the core of the program lies in something very real: the effect of sound frequencies on the human brain and body. Heart Harmonics centers its method around the frequency 528 Hz, which some researchers and spiritual practitioners associate with DNA repair, inner peace, and emotional healing. While mainstream science hasn't fully confirmed all the claims, many people report feeling calmer, more emotionally balanced, and more connected to themselves after regular exposure to this frequency. That's where the product starts to stand out, not by promising you someone else's love, but by guiding you to reconnect with your own. Inside the Heart Harmonics package, you'll find a collection of audio tracks, each built around these healing frequencies. The main track features the 528 Hz tone layered with subtle ambient sounds designed to help you enter a calm, meditative state. There are also bonus tracks tuned to other frequencies like 432 Hz and 396 Hz, targeting emotions like guilt, fear, and grief. The experience feels more like an emotional detox than a typical meditation. What's especially interesting is how they've structured it. It's not just press play and hope for the best. They include a short guide that explains how to use the audios, how often to listen, and how to align your mindset to get better results. It's simple, clear, and doesn't require hours of daily effort. Most sessions are around 10-15 minutes. Now let's talk about who this is actually for. If you've just been through a breakup, if you feel emotionally stuck, or if you've been searching for connection and nothing seems to work, this might offer the kind of reset your heart needs. It doesn't replace therapy or deep emotional work, but it can support it. It can help quiet the emotional noise that makes it hard to move on, and in some cases, that's exactly what people need before they're able to truly open up again. But let's be honest, this isn't for everyone. If you're extremely skeptical about anything that sounds spiritual or non-scientific, you might find this program a bit much. The language used is clearly targeted at people who are open to energy work, manifestation, and the metaphysical side of healing. That doesn't make it bad, it just means it speaks better to a specific kind of person. Let's also talk about the promises it makes, because this is where it walks a very thin line. Saying you can effortlessly attract love just by listening to sound frequencies can sound misleading, unless you interpret it the right way. From what I've seen and experienced, the real value lies in how these frequencies help you feel more peaceful, grounded, and open. And when you start showing up in life with that energy, you naturally become more magnetic to others. That's not magic, that's emotional alignment. The transformation isn't instant, it takes consistency. You need to set the time aside, create a calm space, and be intentional. If you do that, Heart Harmonics becomes more than just another MP3 file. It turns into a tool for emotional recalibration. Another thing worth noting is how the content is delivered. Everything is digital. You get immediate access after purchase. The checkout is handled by Digistore24, which is a well-known platform for online products, so the transaction is secure. If you're worried about trying it and not liking it, they offer a 60-day money-back guarantee, which is generous. It shows a level of confidence in the product. I also want to talk about expectations. This isn't a replacement for human connection. It won't fix a toxic relationship or make your ex come back. But what it can do is help you reconnect with your inner sense of self-worth. And from that place, healthier love becomes possible. When I tested it, I used the tracks once a day, usually at night before bed. The effects were subtle at first. I didn't suddenly feel overwhelmed by emotions or see dramatic changes. But over the course of a week, I started noticing that I felt more at peace. Thoughts that used to trigger stress or sadness didn't hit as hard. That calmness became the starting point for better conversations, deeper reflections, and even better sleep. And for many people, especially those going through emotional turbulence, just being able to sleep better and feel calmer can already be life-changing. There are also reviews from others who had similar experiences. Some say it helped them let go of an ex. Others claim it gave them the courage to open up in new relationships. A few even reported unexpected shifts in their daily mood and decision-making. That doesn't prove it's magical, but it does suggest it has real emotional impact, especially when used consistently. If you're wondering about the downsides, there are a few. The promotional material can feel overly dramatic. Phrases like ancient magnetic energy or lost heart codes can turn off people looking for grounded advice. Also, if you're expecting quick results, you might get disappointed. This isn't a one-time miracle, it's a process. There's also the matter of personal taste. Some people love ambient sounds and subtle tones. Others might find them too repetitive. If you're someone who enjoys music, meditation, or guided audio experiences, chances are you'll appreciate what Heart Harmonics offers. But if you're looking for something fast-paced or filled with instruction, this isn't it. So, to sum it all up, Heart Harmonics is a simple, peaceful, and emotionally supportive tool. It uses sound in a way that's subtle yet effective for many. It's not a miracle cure, but it doesn't pretend to be one either, unless you buy into the most extreme parts of the marketing. What it does offer is a safe space to slow down, reconnect with your feelings, and maybe even shift the way you experience love, starting from the inside out. And that alone can make a big difference. If you're someone who feels emotionally drained, if you've been through heartbreak and you're ready to start healing quietly, gently, and in your own space, Heart Harmonics can be a beautiful companion on that journey. Click the link in the description to check out the official page, listen to the sample audio, and decide for yourself if it speaks to your heart. Thanks for watching.